Digital Rocket Engines provides city and regional magazines with easy to use market intelligence tools. You are going to find a lot of great audience development ideas to make your job easier and to have you go find great ideas super fast. So, this video is about how to, if I was an audience development director, how would I use this tool or all these tools? So one area to first go to is go to the videos. The videos is going to explain in detail how to use a cover rocket, the email rocket, etc. So you'll get a much longer explanation. This is going to be a very fast video just to give you an overview. So one of the traditional rockets we have is a cover rocket. So if you are part of your cover team and your people are doing a best restaurants issue, you can go down all these categories and you can find restaurants, or you can just type in restaurants, and you can quickly see all the best restaurant covers. Or better yet, if you're doing a category, I'd go to the cover topic rocket that does a lot of the searching for you. It'll narrow it down to the last 10 years of issues, the covers, and it'll be in sales order, which you could also do out of the cover rocket. But, once again, let's say if I'm doing a hikes, bikes, and trail cover, I can click onto this, and it brings up all the hikes, bikes, and trails. You can take a look around and see if you have some great ideas. Share those ideas with your editorial team. And a couple other nifty things is if you click on the thumbnail, it gives you the bigger image. Or the game changer for us is we've just recently added issue links. And issue links is what San Diego Magazine or any of the other magazines have put on the web for their April issue. That is, what's also going inside the magazine. There is now over 5,000 issue links. So you have the largest library of city and magazines known to mankind. And just clicking on the issue link, you can see how it brings you to the page. And if you click onto San Diego's 50 Top Trails, it starts showing you all these great ideas and how they presented it. That was a really great way of doing it. And why all this is important is, and why you need to be a member of the cover team is, it's all about, at one time it was all about newsstand sales and trying to drive more newsstand sales. Hence why we have how well a cover does sales above average. Today it's more about renewal rates. We need to do the best possible work to keep our subscribers happy, for that matter, our advertisers happy, to keep on renewing our magazine or subscribing to the magazine in the first place. Plus, this is a place to come to reinforce your branding with new ideas. So always remember to hit the clear filters. The next place I'd go to if I'm an audience development director is the email rocket. Tons of good stuff here. You can see we categorize all these emails. There's over 60,000 emails in the rocket right now, and we're categorizing it for advertising, editorial, events, marketing, which will apply to a lot of your stuff, how to do marketing for newsletters. And now we can see some of the newsletter campaigns about marketing their own newsletters. And in your world, subscriptions. If I just type in the word subs, this will narrow down the search to all our subscription categories. So if you're planning a 4th of July subscription campaign, this would be the place to go to. And it's, super easy to use. You just, you can click onto it. And in this particular place, let's see what happens. We click onto here and we see the JPEG to the newsletter. Now, if you click on the JPEG, nothing happens, but we have this magic button up here. View rendered email now brings the email into HTML format, and they did a really cool job with their HTML on this issue. And you can if you like this idea, this is something you can bring down to your designer to have them start creating some cool email efforts to promote subscriptions. And then if you click on it one more time, and I out there for this offer. Now, sometimes the landing page isn't still up because obviously a lot of magazines will take it down, but try to click through the landing page. You're going to learn some cool ideas. So speaking of cool ideas, audience development directors are now the cool kids on the block. Somebody told me that the other day, and I so agree with that. So Where do we go next? Let's go play with the subject line rocket. Once again, this is the email rocket with the images stripped out. It's hard to come up with great subject lines, and it's critical for us to have a great subject line so people open our emails. We want to have that higher opening rate and obviously higher click-through rate. And the search is just like if you were doing a regular search. And here I'm going to do a search for subscriptions. Let's say Black Friday's coming up. I need some ideas on Black Friday sales and how to promote them. And here's some what other people have done for their Black Friday sales. Once again, we clear the filters. So that's the subject line rocket. It's super fast. The social rocket is going to give you the size of the social audiences in case you're involved with that. And you can do some sortations. We update this every few months about how many followers are for Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And if you click onto that link, it will actually take you to the Facebook page. And if you click onto the magazine, it will actually take you to the website. So you can work it vertically if you're looking for ideas. Maybe you're looking for how D Magazine is, or how people are putting subscribe to the magazine on the homepage, or you can use it horizontally to see what one particular magazine might be doing with their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and their social media efforts. The Top 100 rocket is another rocket that we're trying to make your life a bit easier so you can find great ideas fast. It's a website once again, but here's this is a list, the links to all these magazines and how they promote their newsletter sign up on their websites. And we're always looking to improve our own. I highly recommend going through some of your favorite magazines and see how they do that. This is Texas Monthly, and you can see it's just simple as typing in your email address. They do a nice job with the description of each newsletter as opposed to just listing the newsletter. It's a nice clean look. It's a great page for some of your email marketing efforts too, to have people come along. Same thing goes for subscribe. How do people have their subscription pages signed up? Just these small tweaks can get you a higher subscription conversion to your magazine. So we want to make sure that we look at pricing and some of the other ideas that people are doing and adopt the best ideas for ourselves. If you have somebody in audience development that you want to contact because you found a great idea on the rockets, normally I say the first place to go to is the Google groups, and reach out to the audience segment there and kick around some of the ideas or try to reach out to somebody specifically. Or sometimes you do want to go talk to a person at a magazine, and you can click onto the staff, which would be where we found the contact us. This is the staff page, and a lot of times there'll be a link with an email, so you can at least find the right name of the person and quickly reach out to them. The next place I would look if I were you is tools. Now this is we have a lot more rockets than what you're just seeing in our main buttons, and we're going to be adding more rockets as we go along. For instance, tools is going to have a lot of our resources that you can go to, and this one tool is our subscription rocket. And this is basically going back to the email rocket, is what months do we recommend to run a New Year's campaign or Mother's Day campaign. So every month there's actually these email ideas that you can send out to convert people to subscriptions, or any month you could do a flash sale and stuff. So this is just a quick reference over to that. So look at tools as we're developing new tools, like we have a newsletter branding tool, or a footers that build audience tool that basically we we're sharing the best footers. And then the Great Ideas rocket is a great place to go to. And this is just the archive of our newsletters. So we're sending out those newsletters about audience every week or every other week. You should be getting a newsletter about audience. And here you can go see those newsletters in case you missed a newsletter, or if you are looking for some new ideas, you can see all the newsletters in one place. And actually, here's a secret: is we're publishing here first, so we might have 20 or 30 articles that haven't even gone into the newsletter yet, and they're going to be here. And these, everything that we do is specifically tailored just to the City and Regional Magazine audience, and is very tactically driven about how to increase our revenue or expand our audience. And speaking of great ideas, if you have some great ideas to share with us, please just click on the contact, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to share those ideas. If you have some great ideas to share with our clients in our Great Ideas newsletter, we'd love to do that. And if you have any questions or ideas that you want to share with us, or if you need some help in any way, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to help.